Good morning. Today we're going to be talking about chapter 14 with the team for like a book club. Chapter 14 of You Are a Badass. I am very excited about this one because it's actually a chapter called Gratitude. So on this chapter, she brings back a little bit from what we were talking about yesterday. So I don't know if you guys remember, we talked about how everything that you do has an equivalent reaction, right? Everything is action and reaction. So yesterday when we were talking about being learning how to give, like when you give abundantly, you also receive abundantly. So on this one that's called Gratitude, she's talking about how gratitude works the same exact way. So it's almost like an exchange of feel-good feelings. Whenever you give somebody something that they're appreciative about and they tell you thank you, you over and over again feeling good. That person's feeling good for receiving something that they enjoy, whether it was your time or a gift or words of encouragement. Then you're feeling good because your time that you spent with them was appreciated, and so on. It's like an exchange of just feeling good energy, which raises your frequency, right? When you're feeling grateful, when you're feeling happy, you're raising your frequency and you're attracting more things that are gonna make you feel that way. That's why a lot of times, like, I don't know if you guys experience this, when you start like a bad day and you just start like with a bad attitude about whatever happened, whether you freaking just stubbed your toe or you had a fight with your girlfriend or your boyfriend in the morning, it seems like everything goes bad after that because you already get in that grumpy mood, and then you're consistently attracting for the rest of the day other things that are gonna make you feel like that, right? So she talks about gratitude pretty much being like the gateway drug of awesomeness. Because when you're feeling grateful, fear disappears and abundance appears. So that's the way that works for us when with the exchange of energy, right? With the action and reaction. So she even mentions the book, The Science of Getting Rich. The author of the book actually says that feeling grateful is what keeps you connected to power. It's what keeps you connected to God. It is very hard to attract and manifest things whenever you're not feeling grateful. She even explains like the perfect mixture of like two feelings, which would be having unwavering faith and having unwavering gratitude. Growing up in church, I heard a lot of times like to pray like God already did it for you, you know, like to pray with so much faith that it's like you're already grateful because you know that he's gonna come through, you know he's gonna have your back, and you know it's gonna happen. So it's pretty much that type of like faith that she's talking about. When you have unwavering faith and unwavering gratitude, is like being grateful for the things that you're trying to manifest before they even happen, which is pretty much part of faith, right? Having faith means that you believe in things without seeing them, just because you know that God has had your back so many times, you know he's going to be by your side again, and he's going to be there for you again. So it's the same thing. It's praying like it already happened, it's manifesting like it already happened. And she even gives a couple different exercises to help you stay in a gratitude, I guess, mindset, you could say, because I know not everything that happens is good. But also, just because something bad happened doesn't mean that you didn't manifest that, doesn't mean that you didn't bring that into your life. So it even gives this exercise for when something really good happens or really bad to think in a different way by saying this is really good because of, for example. And then she gives the example like it's really good that I got a flat tire because while I was like waiting for a AAA to come get me and help me, I was able to like build a deeper connection with my kids and be able to talk to them. So that was her example, okay? Not me, you guys know I don't have kids, but it's a easy example to understand, because what happens is when there's two things that could happen, just something good that you can be grateful for, and most of the times when something bad happens to you, there's always a lesson to be learned. But if you only look at the negative things when something that's not perfect and amazing happens, you don't learn the lesson, and then you lower your frequency by just being grumpy, by being upset that that happened, when honestly being upset that it happened is not going to keep it from happening again, and it's not going to help you with anything, because now you're sad and you're grumpy, and now you're going back to the low frequency and attracting things that are going to make you continue to feel that crappy way, right? So when you learn to like appreciate the lesson, like trying to give another example, for instance, if you're working out and you hurt your back, okay, you could just feel pissed off that you're not going to be able to work out tomorrow. Or you could evaluate like, oh, this is good because now I know that I was doing that exercise with bad form, and the lesson should be learned is that I got to do it this way so it works better for me, so I don't injure myself and I can continue my healthy habits of working out every single day. So everything that happens to you, there's a positive way to look at it, or at least you learn a lesson from it. So either be grateful for the good things that happen or for the lessons that you learn on the way, which I think is something that positive minded people try to do. We do it like subconsciously, but having that knowledge, I think, help us to put that into practice more consistently. And she does end the chapter with a really cool exercise that's called to end your day with thank you notes. So she talks about either you can write that down or you can just think about it, but think about 10 different things in that day that made you feel more grateful. So it could be really extraordinary things, really good things, or like I said, it could also be lessons that you learned. But that was it for chapter 14, guys. I hope that you guys have joined us for the book club. Like I said, we are doing an Audible. I believe this audiobook might be available on YouTube too, but you can still go back and see the guides for the other chapters. I hope this was very helpful for you guys. I hope there's some like notes from this that you can actually start putting into practice today. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. Thank you for tuning in, and I love you guys. See ya.